get the filmmakers to introduce themselves and then the circumstances under which the film was made.
Hi, my name is Syarah. I'm from NYP, and the story of I was actually our final year project. It's a 3-month project, and it's done by 7 people. They're sitting in the front row right now. Yeah. How was it made? Okay. Actually, the story of I is a story about identity, and as you all know, like final year projects or films, they kind of always revolve around identity somehow. And then we were inspired by actually one of the inspiration. There were many inspirations, but one of it was the last scene where the Rubik's Cube, and somehow that sort of became what you saw just now. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I made the film Me, as in Do Re Mi. I was asked to I was actually approached by this group called the Singapore Men's Chorus. They are a choir, and they were staging a concert last year, and they wanted to do a short movie clip that would precede a song. So I was I was given the freedom to do anything I wanted, as long as it could precede the song. So this was what I came up with. It's basic. It's a very simple film with just a simple observation of life and with a tinge of irony in it. I can't say the film has a lot of layers or what. It's just my visualization of what I observe and a bit from what I grew up with.
Hi, my name is Wei Jie. I'm representing Matt's film. I produced and AD'd it. The film is part of our coursework. It was the first film that we made at NYU Tisch, and there were certain parameters to it. I mean, this is the first time I've seen this in color because it was originally in black and white and a lot shorter. Matt is an ambitious guy, and I think in the film there's about 300 or 400 shots. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Martin. I did this film for my A-level coursework. I was in SCJC then, and yeah. So so the film kind of came about because I think that was when I turned 18, and then I was like, whoa, shit, I'm an adult. So as in like I started to notice all these little like expectations here and there of what how I supposed to behave, how I supposed to dress, and like just as in who we're gonna become because I'm like officially an adult can like watch M18, that kind of thing. So
wait till you reach R21.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. Actually, I'm watching it, but never mind. Yeah. So that kind of had a reverse effect on me. So I started digging into my childhood a lot and its influences like Disney or like color adventure and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what came out of it lah. Yeah.
It's interesting. Does anyone have some questions for any of the filmmakers or producers?
This is for the story, the film The Hunters of Xuanwu. Could you tell me a little bit about the technical side of it? Like how many cameras did you guys use, and were you using tracks and dollies, or were you just doing handheld shots, please?
The whole film was shot handheld, so no dollies or anything like that. It was shot with one camera over probably 4 days maybe. Like I said, he had about, when he showed me the shot list, which was about 300 or 400 shots, I'm like, there's no way we're going to do it, but yeah. One camera, handheld, a swollen shoulder for the DP after.
Thank you.
And the Xuanwu is actually made up, or is it a real mythical beast or something?
I have no idea. That you'd have to ask Matt.
Yeah, you may. I think we have a question for.
I guess it was just for. I I guess this is for like the Singaporean directors. I noticed like this time around there seemed to be something like a theme kind of threading through some of these, or maybe it was just me about like an individualism kind of, fighting against sort of a structure or your society, even if you're talking about the individual like identity. It seemed like, especially with like these doppelgangers and this one red, figure kind of separating oneself from that. Was that something that you were implicitly trying to do? Is it just a personal statement or a political statement, or I was just projecting something into that?
Maybe Syarah can answer that one first. I think Syarah, Martin can something to say about that.
For the story of I, yeah, it's true that the theme that we wanted to portray was about individuality, and that's why it's called the story of I. The process, how do I put it? We wanted to show that, like, through life, sometimes you lose yourself as a person. Like, you don't know what you're going to do next or what you're doing here on this earth exactly. So, and we wanted to show that all the media, society, people, even people you love, like, they kind of have this expectation of you, that they want you to be something or someone that you might not want to be. So, but in the end, you will find that the you, like, it's always inside of you. Does that make sense? Like, you won't ever lose your eye. You will eventually know what you want to do. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Does that answer the question?
Maybe Martin can add to that.
Yeah, I guess it somewhat is lah, because actually, okay, like from where I'm speaking now, it's very hard to go back to the past, because at the time when I was making the film, I really felt for it. Now, like, I think I'm an adultist already, so whatever. But yeah, as in, like, I knew that this would happen. I knew that it was a phase of my life that I would eventually get over. As in, everyone goes through phases and stuff. Like, Sec 4, I was emoing and whatever. In JC, I'm like, I don't want to grow up, that kind of thing. So I wanted to document it down, like, as quickly as possible. That's why I made, like, the film. And okay, it's very self-indulgent. It's all about me, So, but I felt it was very, very important to like document those feelings down, like, in video form, like a diary, so that next time, like, when I can look back at it, I can completely understand what's going through. But it's more or less like over that phase already. But yeah, as in, it is kind of like anti-establishment, down without this, like against individual, against society, I guess. But I guess I was more concerned with myself than anything else. It's just very self-indulgent.
So you're very comfortable being an adultist now.
Adultist, just adultist, elder, whatever you want to call me, also can.
But does that mean after childhood, your views are basically that you can't go back? And so, like you're saying, you're an adult now, and so you're part of the system in society? Like, I mean, all of your films, it's kind of bleak. Like, one kid is stuck inside his room, can't sing. One is part of this weird world, one cube in a larger cube being manipulated. Yours is going to grow up and no longer going to have an adventure or narratives anymore, right? Or a narrator, giving him an opportunity to go back in time. So is that it?
I guess, okay, like, I wouldn't really say I'm grown up now. I say, okay, I say I'm an adultist because, I don't know, I find that I'm over that phase really, in the sense, like, okay, some people can call it, like, innocence, when other people can call it, like, being naive. Some people can call it maturity, some people can call it being cynical. So, I don't know, I just feel that, okay, I mean, I'm just joking when I'm saying adultist lah. I mean, yeah, okay, haha, funny. But I just feel that certain things that are better, they're better revisited rather than completely indulging in them. Like, okay, for example, I mean, this is a very personal thing, but why I think it was almost better to grow up or eventually grow up was because being as a child, yeah, that was fun and that was perfect and stuff like that, but if you actually keep revisiting that and you completely immerse yourself in your childhood, it's a bit overindulgent. And it's a bit of like shrugging off certain responsibilities. I mean, okay, yeah, this is a very personal thing, but yeah, in that sense. So I felt that one way or another, I had to move on, and I just moved on, I guess. Yeah.
Actually, I didn't program this slate, like,